Take 799. Hello, my name is Kathy Grant, and I will be going over attraction safety incidents. What is safety according to the Oxford Dictionary? Safety is a condition of being protected from or unlikely to cause danger, risk, or injury. So how does this pertain to the theme park industry, and what can amusement and theme parks alike do in order to mitigate safety incidents? First and foremost, let's start with vigilance. Vigilance, when instilled by the company, starts with company ethos, followed by design. When a park is designed with safety in mind, it is easier to keep safety incidents at check. However, on the other hand, like Kansas, when theme parks and rides are created with goals in mind, such as being the tallest ride in the world rather than safety, you have incidents such as a little 10-year-old boy unfortunately getting decapitated while on the ride. Next is training. When you train your employees to be able to know exactly what to do and react to situations rather than kind of like freak out and fumble around, it's easier to handle the incidents at hand rather than, trying to deal with a guest that's freaking out, an employee that's freaking out, and the incident at hand. So when you train your employees properly, everything tends to flow quite easily. Next is maintenance. When you train your maintenance crew to be able to identify issues at hand, and you listen to your maintenance crew, then issues such as brakes wearing down are mitigated, and therefore safety incidents are kept at a lower rate. Next is daily operations. When daily operations are conducted, it is easy to have a checklist in hand so that your employees know what to refer to when incidents are occurring. So how do you come up with checklists, and how can you keep safety incidents at a low? Well, you can refer to the ASTM and local government and state laws. Aside from that, you can refer to ADA, the Consumer Product and Safety Commission, the ride manufacturer, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, state inspectors, and independent inspectors who you can pay to come inspect your rides and park independently, with no bias to your park or anyone they work for. So what are some safety issues, and how can you mitigate them and train your employees to know how to react? Well, malfunctions come in at number 1. Rider-related incidents, clearance failure, which includes collision, hair entanglement, and objects outside of the ride envelope. Other issues include hazard exposure, such as, and I love Universal, but having your guests and employees slightly electrocuted in the water. Next is ejection from rides due to size, and submersion when it comes to water rides. Other issues include evacuations, belligerent guests, domestic and or child abuse, signage failure, fires, loose articles, sexual assault, suicide, theft, and weapons to include knives. So, what can you do in order to reduce those incidents? Going back to daily operations and training. Train your employees. Read up on all of the ASTMs that may be applicable to your area, and make sure training is being conducted without referring to ASTM, government and state laws, and in general just your daily operations checklists. Then you don't really have a lot to go off of in order to mitigate safety incidents. Another thing you can do is make sure that your signs are properly informing the guests when they're loading on rides. For example, the Hulk a few years ago did not have the metal detectors at the queue. Therefore, guests were sneaking on with a lot of loose objects, and things were getting chucked into that net you see underneath. So just in general, make sure that you're following all the guidelines and safety regulations, and you will have quite a safe park. Another thing you can do is make sure that your security and maintenance teams are up to par with all of the regulations and keeping up with all of their duties when it comes to their job. Thank you. Have a nice day.